Welcome to a profound journey on Leader Lesson, Joel Osteen, where the wisdom of one of the most influential spiritual leaders of our time becomes your gateway to an empowered life. You have to declare you're healthy before the health is going to show up. You have to say, I am confident, before you're going to feel confident. This compelling quote from Joel Osteen is a powerful call to action, a reminder of the impact our words and beliefs have on our reality. Joel Osteen is not just a pastor, he's an author, a thought leader, and a beacon of hope for millions seeking guidance and inspiration. His message of positivity, faith, and the power of our thoughts resonates with people from all walks of life, making him an authority on personal empowerment and spiritual growth. Here at Leader Lesson, an AI lab dedicated to advancing human potential through our proprietary data processing and algorithms, we delve into the lessons from Joel Osteen that can transform your life. In this episode, we'll explore chapters filled with timeless wisdom and actionable advice designed to uplift and propel you towards your best self. From divine trust to living with expectation, each chapter is a stepping stone on your path to greatness. We'll tackle active faith, empowering you to maintain belief when faced with life's storms, and contentment, teaching you the art of true happiness in the present moment. Embrace challenges will reframe your obstacles as opportunities, while unconditional trust and inviting divine intervention will guide you to surrender to a higher plan. As we journey through chapters like positive self-declaration and perseverance in vision, you'll discover the strength of affirmations and the importance of staying the course. Encouraging oneself will reveal the power of self-talk, and finally, living with expectation will imbue your days with hope and anticipation. Now, let's embark on this transformative leader lesson with Joel Osteen. Prepare to feel empowered, to learn life lessons that will improve you, and to carry forward with the confidence that your personal evolution is not just a possibility, but a promise. Welcome back to Leader Lesson, where today we delve into the profound realm of divine trust, with insights from the inspiring Joel Osteen. Imagine standing at the edge of your potential, the precipice of your greatest dreams, but there's a chasm that seems too wide to cross. This is the moment where the divine trust becomes your bridge. Joel Osteen once said, "Quit worrying about how it's going to happen. God has it figured out. He knows how to get you to your destiny." In this chapter, we unlock the transformative power of trusting in something greater than ourselves. Let's recall an uplifting story from Joel Osteen's life. His mother, facing a grim diagnosis, chose trust over fear, faith over uncertainty. She clung to divine promises, declaring, "I will live and not die." Today, she stands as a testament to that trust, vibrant and healthy beyond her years. As Joel Osteen once reflected, when you call on the source, the creator of the universe, that's when things will happen that you couldn't make happen. In this chapter, we explore the essence of divine trust, the belief that a higher power is not only guiding us, but has already laid out the blessings along our path. The healing has already been purchased. You're about to come into a prepared blessing, Joel Osteen assures us. Through his wisdom, you will discover how to overcome your limitations by tapping into a wellspring of divine help and acknowledging every day, "Lord, thank you that you are my provider." By the end of this chapter, not only will you have gained actionable advice on trusting in a higher power to guide you to your destiny, but you will also learn how to integrate this trust into your daily life to empower your journey and surmount your challenges. As Joel Osteen reminds us, "You said you would lead me down the best path for my life, and even though I don't understand it right now, God, I trust you." Prepare to be inspired and emboldened as we journey through divine trust together. As Joel Osteen once recounted, consider the story of Joseph, a man betrayed and thrown into prison, a place where dreams wither and hope fades. Yet in the dim light of his cell, Joseph maintained his trust in a higher power. One night, an unexpected opportunity arose. The Pharaoh, troubled by a dream, learned of Joseph's gift of interpretation. With divine synchronicity, Joseph went from a prisoner to the second most powerful man in Egypt. His story is a vivid illustration of how, at times, our current situations may seem to have no way out, yet there is a divine plan at work, orchestrating events we cannot yet see. Reflect on this tale and consider your own life. You might feel confined by your current circumstances with no influence or resources at hand. Remember, as you emulate Joseph's steadfastness, that you too are being prepared for a time of elevation. Trust that the universe is aligning the right people and opportunities for your breakthrough, even as you listen to this message. Your role is to hold on to that trust, even when the evidence of change is not yet visible. Transitioning to another story of divine orchestration, Joel Osteen shares the plight of Ruth and Naomi, two widows in dire straits. Ruth's daily toil in the fields seemed to be met with a stroke of good fortune when Boaz, the field owner, instructed his workers to leave handfuls of wheat for her. What Ruth perceived as a random act of kindness was, in fact, a nudge from the divine. Boaz was moved not by coincidence, but by the unseen hand that guides those who trust in it. As you navigate life's fields, seeking sustenance for your dreams and needs, recognize the Boazes in your life. Understand that the generosity and opportunities presented to you are not mere luck. They are the source working through your surroundings. When you trust in that higher power, you open yourself to receiving the help that is being orchestrated in your favor. Let's also draw inspiration from the story of a pastor visiting a woman with cancer. She declared the day to be the best of her life, despite her dire prognosis, because she was granted another day to witness the moonlight and be with her family. Her trust in the divine gave her the strength to see the beauty in every moment, to appreciate life's blessings amidst trials. From her story, take away this: when you place your trust in something greater, it transforms your perspective. It allows you to find joy, even in the darkest hours, and to live fully in the present. You too can experience the profound beauty of life when you embrace trust as your guiding light. Lastly, consider the story of the Israelites at the Red Sea. Faced with seemingly insurmountable odds, they experienced divine favor that they could not perceive in the moment. It was their trust that propelled them forward and eventually revealed the favor that had been there all along. As you face your own Red Seas, remember that trust is what will carry you through to the other side. The walls of water may loom large, the ground beneath may feel uncertain, but the divine favor is there, keeping you safe and guiding you forward. In your life, when you're caught between a rock and a hard place, take solace in knowing that trust in a higher power has the ability to part seas, to turn obstacles into pathways. Like the Israelites, you may not always see the favor in the storm, but trust that it is there, pushing back the darkness. Through these stories, Joel Osteen teaches us that trust is not just a passive state of mind, it is an active force that has the power to transform our realities. By placing trust in a higher power, you align yourself with the energy that creates worlds, the source of all that is good. Remember, divine trust is not about inaction. It's about taking action with the conviction that you are guided, supported, and loved. With this in mind, carry forward, knowing that your trust is the key to unlocking the fullness of your destiny. And now, as we come to the close of this chapter on divine trust, let us reflect on the actionable steps you can take to practically apply Joel Osteen's insights into your daily life. Here are the key takeaways. Start each day with gratitude. As Joel Osteen advises, begin your mornings with a simple affirmation: Lord, thank you that you are my provider. Acknowledging the presence of a higher power sets a tone of positivity and expectation for the day ahead. Let go of the how. Often, we become entangled in the minutiae of our plans. Joel Osteen teaches us to focus on our goals and release the burden of figuring out every step. Trust that the path to your destiny is being arranged by forces beyond your understanding. Embrace your current situation. Just as Joseph did in his time of trial, find peace in where you are right now. See it as a preparatory phase, a time of divine development for the greater things to come. Look for the divine in everyday encounters. Recognize the Boazes that you come across, those instances of generosity and opportunity. Realize that they are the manifestation of divine trust working in your favor. Seek joy in the present. Like the woman who, despite facing cancer, found beauty in another day with her family, allow your trust to help you see the extraordinary in the ordinary. Let this perspective fill your life with appreciation and joy. Stand firm in moments when you feel trapped between a rock and a hard place, Remember the Israelites at the Red Sea. Your trust can part seas and turn obstacles into pathways. The unseen favor is pushing back the darkness, guiding you forward. Act with conviction. Joel Osteen reminds us that divine trust is about taking action with the belief that you are supported. Take steps towards your goals with confidence, knowing that you are not alone in your journey. Surrender your worries. Trust that the higher power has your best interests at heart. As Joel Osteen says, even though I don't understand it right now, God, I trust you. Surrender your need for control and embrace the peace that comes with trust. Incorporate these lessons into your life and watch as the principle of divine trust transforms your journey. Remember, it is your unwavering belief and trust in a higher power that will open the doors to your destiny, bringing forth blessings and opportunities you never thought possible. Carry these insights forward, and may your path be illuminated by the light of divine trust. Thank you for joining us on this chapter of Leader Lesson, Joel Osteen. May you be empowered to move boldly into your future, armored with trust and guided by the divine. Until next time, keep leading, keep learning, and keep trusting. Welcome back to Leader Lesson, where we continue to draw wisdom from those who've walked the path of leadership with grace and resilience. In this chapter, titled Active Faith, we delve into the power of a faith that doesn't waver, even amidst life's inexplicable turns. Joel Osteen once said, "Faith is trusting God when life doesn't make sense, and it's this brand of unyielding faith we're going to explore." Imagine for a moment the story of Tyler Perry, a tale Joel Osteen recounts with admiration. Perry's childhood was marred by poverty and pain, a seemingly relentless fire threatening to consume his future. Yet in that fire, he was not alone. God was with him, turning his vivid imagination into a sanctuary and later into the key to his remarkable success. This story exemplifies the very essence of active faith, the faith that sustains and propels us forward, even through the flames. Throughout this chapter, we'll share insights on how to foster this kind of faith, the sort that Joel Osteen embodies and encourages. It's very freeing when you can say, "God, it's in your hands. I trust you unconditionally, even when I don't understand it," Osteen advises. We'll examine how to let go of our need for control and instead lean into trust, even when answers to our prayers are not what we hoped for. By the end of this chapter, you will not only understand the concept of active faith, but also have acquired actionable strategies to maintain it. From daily affirmations to remembering past instances when faith was your lifeline, you'll be equipped to face life's uncertainties with a renewed sense of purpose and strength. As we navigate through the teachings and examples set by Joel Osteen, remember his words: "Quit worrying about how it's going to happen. God has it figured out." Let's take this journey together and learn how to hold on to an active, resilient faith, no matter the circumstance. Join us as we uncover the transformative power of faith in action, right here on Leader Lesson. Continuing our exploration of active faith, let's turn to a story Joel Osteen often shares about a woman in the Bible who faced a debilitating condition. For 12 long years, she suffered from a bleeding disorder, a condition that not only plagued her physically, but also isolated her socially. As Osteen recounts, despite visiting many doctors and spending all she had, her situation only worsened. However, her faith remained unshaken. When she heard that Jesus was passing through her town, she saw a flicker of hope and believed that if she could just touch the fringe of his robe, she would be healed. Imagine the scene. The streets are crowded, the air thick with anticipation and skepticism. But this woman, fueled by an active, resilient faith, weaved through the throng, undeterred by the obstacles before her. She was on a mission, and nothing would stand in her way. As she finally reached out and touched his garment, her faith was rewarded instantaneously. She was healed. Jesus' response to her was profound. "Daughter, your faith has made you whole. Go in peace. You are healed." You see, as Joel Osteen emphasizes, it was her steadfast belief in the face of impossibility that activated her miracle. The takeaway for you is simple but powerful. When you are faced with insurmountable challenges, remember that the persistence of your faith can be the key to your breakthrough. It is not the size of your obstacle, but the strength of your belief that truly matters. As you encounter your own crowded streets and seemingly unreachable goals channel the determination of the woman in the story. Let your faith guide you through the masses, and may you reach out with the same conviction she had, believing in the possibility of your own miracles. Now, let's take inspiration from another one of Joel Osteen's favorite biblical figures, the blind beggar Bartimaeus. As Osteen tells it, when Bartimaeus learned that Jesus was nearby, he began to shout for mercy, ignoring those who tried to silence him. His shouting grew louder until Jesus called him over. What's remarkable here is Bartimaeus' decision to throw off his coat before stepping forward. Osteen sees this as a symbolic act of leaving behind his old life and limitations, demonstrating his faith that he would not need that beggar's coat again. Bartimaeus' story teaches us about the transformative power of faith combined with action. As you listen, consider what coat you might need to throw off to step into your new life. It could be the coat of doubt, fear, or past failures that has kept you from seeing your potential. Just like Bartimaeus, you have the opportunity to make a bold declaration of faith, to reject the labels others have placed on you, and to move confidently towards your future. In that act of letting go, you align yourself with the possibilities that active faith brings, ready to receive the vision for your life that you've been seeking. In these stories, Joel Osteen encourages us not to be passive spectators in our faith journey, but rather active participants. By adopting an unwavering belief and taking decisive action, as the woman with the issue of blood and Bartimaeus did, you too can experience the profound impact of a faith that moves mountains. No matter how nonsensical life may seem, your active faith is a beacon that guides you through the fog of uncertainty. Embrace it, nurture it, and let it lead you to places you never thought possible. As we conclude this chapter of Leader Lesson on Active Faith, let's crystallize the insights from Joel Osteen into practical steps you can take to solidify your own active faith. Embrace uncertainty with trust. When your plans fall apart and life takes an unexpected turn, remember Joel Osteen's words: faith is trusting God when life doesn't make sense. Instead of giving into fear or doubt, choose to trust that there is a higher plan at work, one that you may not yet understand. Release the need for control. As challenging as it may be, follow Osteen's guidance to say, God, it's in your hands. I trust you unconditionally, even when I don't understand it. Actively work on letting go of your grip on how life should be and surrender to how it unfolds, knowing that this surrender can lead to greater peace and resilience. When prayers seem unanswered, or outcomes are different from what you've hoped for, take Osteen's advice. Are you mature enough to accept God's answers, even though they're not what you were hoping for? This acceptance is a powerful form of active faith, acknowledging that there may be a reason for this different path. Stop worrying about the how. As Joel Osteen once said, quit worrying about how it's going to happen. God has it figured out. So when you're facing obstacles, focus on your faith and your next step, rather than being paralyzed by the need to understand every aspect of the journey ahead. Surrender with integrity. In moments of desperation, it can be tempting to make bargains with God or lose sight of your values. Instead, take a cue from Osteen. When you can say, if it doesn't get better, God, I'm still going to honor you, I'm still going to be my best, you demonstrate a faith that is active and unwavering, even in the face of unmet desires. Find purpose in all experiences. Everything serves his plan, not just the good things, Osteen reminds us. Look for lessons and opportunities for growth in every situation, especially the challenging ones. This perspective helps build a resilient faith that can weather any storm. Recognize divine permission. Understand that nothing can happen to you without his permission. As Osteen notes, even in the face of betrayal or opposition, there can be a greater plan at work. This understanding can help you maintain active faith through the darkest times. Anticipate the comeback. Hold on to the hope that God has a comeback for every setback, a new beginning for every loss, mercy for every mistake. Use this belief to propel you forward with confidence and an active faith that does not waver. Incorporate these actionable steps into your daily life and watch as your active faith becomes a driving force behind your resilience and success. It's not just about believing, it's about living out that belief through your actions and attitudes every day. As Joel Osteen would say, let your active faith light your path, and trust that the same power that raised Jesus from the dead is at work in your life right now, ready to do immeasurably more than all you ask or imagine. Thank you for joining us on Leader Lesson. Keep your faith active, and until next time, stay empowered and inspired on your leadership journey. Welcome back to Leader Lesson, Joel Osteen, where we delve into the virtue of contentment, a state of peaceful happiness that many yearn for but often find elusive. Today's chapter, Contentment, invites you to explore the serenity found in embracing the present, trusting in a higher plan, and fostering gratitude amidst life's twists and turns. Let's begin with a compelling story of resilience and faith from Joel Osteen's life. Picture a bustling church, a newly built sanctuary, and a family at a crossroads of faith and adversity. Osteen recounts, "My father had to leave the church he loved. He and my mother had poured their heart and soul into those people for years, and now it was all gone." In this moment, Joel learned a pivotal lesson. You have to take the hand you've been dealt and make the most of it. Your destiny is not in what you lost, but in what you have left. This powerful message sets the tone for our journey through contentment. As Joel Osteen once said, Paul said, "I have learned how to be content." Didn't happen automatically. He made this decision. I'm not going to live sour because God hasn't removed this thorn. It's about making a conscious choice to be happy where you are, thorn and all. Throughout this chapter, we will uncover the actionable advice that can help you to be content and joyful in your current circumstances, even when facing challenges. We will see how Osteen's insights can shift your focus from what's missing to what's present, from external validation to inner peace. Are you mature enough to accept God's answers, even though they're not what you were hoping for? Osteen challenges listeners. This chapter will guide you in developing that maturity and understanding that faith is trusting God when life doesn't make sense. Through this exploration, you'll learn to let go and say, as Osteen encourages, "God, it's in your hands. I trust you not conditionally if it works out my way. I trust you unconditionally, even when I don't understand it." By the end of this chapter, you'll grasp the empowering perspective that the closed doors, the disappointments, the delays, it's all working for you. You'll understand that it's not just about going through life's challenges, but growing through them. Get ready to transform your outlook, fortify your faith, and recognize that true contentment is not a destination, but a manner of traveling. Join us as we unpack these transformative insights, ensuring that by the time we conclude, you'll be empowered to find joy and contentment in the here and now, no matter the circumstances. Welcome to the heart of contentment. Pivoting from the foundational stories and insights we've already covered, let's turn to another story Joel Osteen shares, one that exemplifies the essence of contentment even amidst life's greatest heartaches. This is the story of King David, a man after God's own heart who faced an unbearable tragedy. Osteen recounts, David's newborn baby became very sick. Despite his fervent prayers and fasting for a miracle, the child passed away. In this profound moment of loss, David's response was unexpected. He got up, washed his face, and dressed in new clothes. He then ate a meal, signifying acceptance and a measure of peace despite his grief. David's actions teach us a crucial lesson that Osteen emphasizes. You cannot bring back what's lost, but you can choose how to respond to the loss. As you face the challenges in your life, remember that like David, you too can find strength to rise, to take care of yourself, and to continue forward. This isn't about forgetting your pain or denying your disappointment, but about choosing to be content, to trust that there is still good to come, even when it's hard to see. The takeaway for you is the power of resilience, the ability to experience peace and contentment by accepting what you cannot change and looking forward to the future with hope. Now, consider Osteen's personal anecdote, a lighter yet equally valuable lesson in everyday contentment. He describes a time in a crowded parking lot, waiting for a spot. Just as the space opened up, someone else took it. Osteen's initial reaction was annoyance, but he quickly decided, I'll give you my parking spot, but I'm not going to give you my joy. Here, Osteen teaches us the importance of controlling our responses to life's minor aggravations. It's a reminder that you have the power to maintain your joy despite others' actions. The essence of contentment sometimes lies in these small, everyday choices. So next time you find yourself in a frustrating situation, take a page from Osteen's book. Don't let it steal your contentment. The power of contentment is also evident when we look at the example set by Jesus himself. As Osteen points out, even Jesus, amidst his healing and teaching, recognized the need to retreat and recharge. You, too, are faced with countless demands and may feel guilty for taking time for yourself. But Osteen's retelling of Jesus' example is a profound permission slip to prioritize self-care. It's a call to trust that pausing to rejuvenate is not just acceptable, but necessary. This is contentment in action, understanding that caring for your own well-being allows you to be more present and effective in all other areas of life. Remember, it's not selfish to recharge. It's a step towards sustaining your joy and contentment in the long run. As we continue to explore the many facets of contentment, Osteen's stories serve as waypoints, guiding us through the varied landscape of life's challenges. They remind us that whether facing profound loss, everyday frustrations, or the need for self-care, contentment is always within reach. It's about accepting God's answers, trusting His plan, and choosing to respond with grace and resilience. Keep this wisdom close to your heart as we move forward, and you'll find that contentment becomes not just a concept, but a lived experience. In conclusion, Joel Osteen's approach to contentment is not just about feeling at peace when everything is going well, but also about maintaining a sense of inner calm and trust during life's inevitable ups and downs. Let's crystallize some of the actionable steps we can take from Osteen's teachings to nurture contentment in our daily lives. When faced with challenges, remember that contentment is a choice. As Joel Osteen once said, "I'm not going to live sour because God hasn't removed this thorn." Embrace the thorns in your life as opportunities for growth and choose to be content with them. Accept the unchangeable. Learn to accept what you cannot change. Follow the example of King David, who, after mourning his loss, got up and carried on with life. Embrace Osteen's words, "You cannot bring back what's lost, but you can choose how to respond to the loss." Even when life doesn't make sense, maintain your faith. Osteen reminds us, faith is trusting God when life doesn't make sense. Surrender your worries and trust that even the closed doors and disappointments are working for you. Control your reactions. Don't let minor irritations steal your joy. Osteen's lesson from the parking lot incident is a testament to this. Choose to respond to life's minor aggravations with grace and maintain your contentment. Practice self-care. Follow Jesus' example of retreating to recharge. Prioritize self-care as an essential component of sustaining your joy and contentment. As Osteen advises, taking time for yourself is necessary and should be embraced without guilt. Embrace the mindset that you're not just going through challenges, but growing through them. Osteen encourages us to say, "Father, thank you that your grace is sufficient for everything that I'm facing. I may not understand it, but I know it's serving your plan." Anticipate goodness. Keep a positive outlook and expect good things to come. Osteen warns against the mindset of being stuck, urging you to stay hopeful and energetic. Believe that better days are ahead, and let this anticipation fuel your contentment. By internalizing these principles and applying them to your life, you'll find that contentment becomes more than just a fleeting feeling. It becomes a way of life. As you implement these steps, remember Joel Osteen's words, "The longer I live, the more I pray, God, not my will, but let your will be done." Let this be your anchor as you cultivate a life of contentment, grounded in faith and gratitude. And with that, we wrap up our leader lesson on Joel Osteen and the principle of contentment. May you carry these insights with you, finding peace and joy in the present, and strength and hope for the future. Thank you for joining us on this journey, and until next time, keep leading with heart and wisdom. Welcome back to Leader Lesson Joel Osteen. As we continue this journey, let's delve into the essence of life's trials with our next chapter, Embrace Challenges. Imagine being stranded on a deserted island, your lifeline up in flames, quite literally. Joel Osteen narrates the story of a man whose survival seemed to teeter on the brink of impossibility. Yet it was the smoke of his disaster that signaled his rescue. Osteen's tale is a poignant reminder that sometimes we can't see the good in a situation, because we're looking at it from the wrong perspective. In this chapter, we will uncover how to reframe our mindset when faced with adversity. As Joel Osteen once said, "You're going to go through tough times. That's life. But I say, nothing happens to you. It happens for you." Every challenge conceals a lesson, a chance to grow, and a possibility to emerge not just unscathed, but triumphant. By the end of this chapter, you'll have grasped the actionable advice to not only recognize life's obstacles and setbacks as opportunities for growth, but also to actively convert them into advantages working in your favor. This is the wisdom Joel Osteen imparts, the ability to see beyond the immediate struggle and to envision the victory that lies ahead. Stay with us as we dive into embrace challenges and get ready to transform your approach to the hurdles life throws your way, finding strength, resilience, and success in the flames of adversity. Let's ignite the fire of possibility together. As we delve deeper into the essence of life's challenges, Joel Osteen shares a captivating story that underscores the power of perspective and the importance of staying calm under pressure. He talks about a pastor who had trained his new horse to start and stop with the words, "Praise the Lord" and "Hallelujah." However, during a harrowing moment when the horse bolted toward a cliff, the pastor couldn't recall the correct command. In the nick of time, he shouted, "Hallelujah," and the horse came to a halt just before the edge. The pastor, relieved, exclaimed, "Praise the Lord," inadvertently setting the horse off again. This story teaches us about the unintended consequences of our actions, particularly in high-pressure situations. As you face challenges in life, the lesson here is to remain composed and remember the foundational principles you've set for yourself. Your ability to recall and act upon these principles at critical moments can make the difference between peril and safety, failure and success. Transitioning to another thought-provoking narrative, Joel Osteen recounts the story of David, who was overlooked by his own father, Jesse, when the prophet Samuel came to anoint the next king of Israel. Despite David's lack of physical stature and experience, he was chosen by God for his heart. David didn't immediately ascend to the throne. He returned to the shepherd's fields. For you, this means that even if you're not recognized by those around you, it does not diminish your potential. Your current position is not indicative of your final destination. Like David, you may be in your own version of the shepherd's fields right now, but you are still in line for greatness. It's about having patience and faith that your time will come, and when it does, you'll be ready. Now, let's explore another of Osteen's anecdotes, which revolves around a young man's love for baseball and a coach who didn't believe in him due to his size. When a second chance arose with a new team, the young man not only made the team, but also led them to victory over the coach's team. The moral of this story is about the power of perseverance and resilience. When you're underestimated, it's not a signal to give up. It's a call to dig deeper and rise above the doubts of others. You may find that your moments of rejection are actually setting the stage for your greatest triumphs. In each of these stories, there's an opportunity for you to reflect on your own life. You may encounter people who overlook your abilities, situations that test your patience, or times when you need to remember your core values under pressure. The common thread in all these scenarios is the growth that comes from challenges. They serve as a testament to the fact that with faith, resilience, and the right mindset, what seems like an obstacle can become the catalyst for extraordinary achievement. Keep this in mind as you face your own challenges and use these lessons to fuel your journey towards success. Concluding this chapter with actionable steps inspired by Joel Osteen's teachings, here are key takeaways for embracing challenges and applying this principle in your daily life. Reframe your perspective. Remember the man stranded on the deserted island? Like the smoke that signaled his rescue, look for the hidden signals of hope and progress within your challenges. When a situation appears dire, shift your viewpoint to uncover the potential positives that may arise. Maintain your core principles. Just as the pastor in Osteen's story needed to remember the right commands under pressure, you should stick to your foundational values when facing challenges. Determine your personal praise the Lord and hallelujah commands, principles that guide your actions, and use them to navigate through tough times. Recognize your worth. Reflect on David's tale and know that external validation is not a measure of your potential. You may feel overlooked now, but prepare for your moment to shine. Invest in your personal growth during the waiting period so you're ready when opportunity knocks. Cultivate resilience and perseverance. The young baseball player's story is a testament to not letting others' opinions define you. Use rejection as motivation to work harder and prove your capabilities. Your setbacks could be the backdrop for your most notable achievements. Embrace the growth process. Challenges are not just hurdles to overcome, they're crucial for your development. They can strengthen your character, build resilience, and teach invaluable life lessons. Embrace each challenge as an integral part of your journey to success. Act with faith. In the words of Joel Osteen, you have to come to your closed doors before you come to your open doors. Challenges often require a leap of faith. Trust that you have the strength to endure and that each closed door is guiding you toward a greater opportunity. Stay positive and grateful. Practice gratitude even in adversity. Declare your victory, favor, and healing as Osteen suggests. A grateful and positive attitude can change your environment and mindset, attracting more good into your life. Incorporate these principles into your life and let Joel Osteen's insights on embracing challenges guide you to a more empowered and optimistic path. Remember, the fire of possibility is ignited by your response to adversity, so choose to see every challenge as an opportunity to rise above and transform into the best version of yourself. Welcome back to Leader Lesson Joel Osteen, and today we delve into a profound segment entitled Unconditional Trust. Have you ever faced a situation that left you bewildered, questioning the trajectory of your life's path? Well, you're not alone. Let's start with a captivating narrative that Joel Osteen once shared. Picture this. A lady, after receiving a small inheritance, invests in real estate only to be deceived by her tenants, leading to foreclosure and the loss of her investment. Yet instead of succumbing to bitterness, she chose a higher road, one of trust and praise. And remarkably, 6 years later, a twist of fate turned her loss into unexpected profit. This story mirrors the essence of what Joel Osteen teaches about the power of unwavering trust in a higher power's plan for our lives, even when the outcomes are not as we hoped. Unconditional trust says, God, I don't like it, I'm uncomfortable, but I'm smart enough to recognize you're God and I'm not. You're on the throne. You're in control of my life, Osteen reminds us. It's a trust that liberates us from our need for control. As Joel asserts, it's very freeing when you can say, God, it's in your hands. I trust you unconditionally, even when I don't understand it. In this chapter, we will explore the transformative power of letting go and surrendering to the divine orchestration of events in our lives. Through Joel's insight, we will learn to navigate the waters of uncertainty with confidence and peace. Quit being discouraged over something that didn't work out the way you wanted, he advises. This chapter is dedicated to helping you find the fortitude to trust unconditionally, and in doing so, discovering the hidden opportunities that await when we release our grip on the reins. Joel Osteen's expertise will guide us through this journey of acceptance, faith, and the courage to say, God, not my will, but let your will be done. By the chapter's end, you will be equipped with actionable advice to reaffirm your trust in the higher plan, empowering you to rise above life's unpredictable tides. Prepare to unlock a perspective that transforms obstacles into stepping stones. As we embrace the wisdom of trusting, without conditions, the grand design for our lives. Let's step into this chapter with the certainty that, as Joel Osteen says, if you'll trust him unconditionally, I believe and declare God is going to work out his plan for your life. As we continue with our chapter on unconditional trust, let's reflect on a powerful story Joel Osteen tells about his own experience with trust during a time of loss. His father's health had been deteriorating, and despite fervent prayers and hopes for recovery, his father passed away. Joel Osteen once said, "We quoted the same scriptures. We asked God to restore his health, to let him live, but my father went to be with the Lord. It didn't happen the way I wanted." This is where the essence of unconditional trust shines through. Joel didn't let this heart-wrenching outcome embitter him. Instead, he embraced the truth that faith is trusting God when life doesn't make sense. For you, this story serves as a reminder that life's outcomes may not always align with your desires. But, as Joel Osteen teaches, can you maintain trust in your higher power even when faced with loss or disappointment? Can you accept that some questions may remain unanswered and believe that there's a bigger plan at work? Trusting unconditionally means finding peace amidst the unknown, believing that every event, even the most painful, is part of a grander scheme that could lead to unforeseen blessings. Moving on to another enlightening narrative, Joel Osteen speaks of the biblical David, the young shepherd overlooked by his own father when the prophet Samuel came to anoint a new king. Joel vividly describes the scene where the oil wouldn't flow onto any of David's brothers, a sign that none of them were the chosen one. Osteen emphasizes, "What has your name on it is coming your way." This story teaches us that recognition and success may sometimes be delayed, but they cannot be denied when they are meant for us. You might feel ignored or passed over, but unconditional trust encourages you to believe that what is destined for you will find its way, no matter the obstacles. Consider how this story can empower you to stay the course, even when others underestimate you or when opportunities seem to slip through your fingers. Like David, your time to shine will come, and your trust in the journey will be instrumental in carrying you through to your moment of recognition. Lastly, let's delve into the biblical account of King Saul and his ordained dislike for David. Joel Osteen recounts, King Saul was ordained to not like David. If he would have celebrated David, been happy for his success, David would have never taken the throne. This perspective shift is crucial. Sometimes opposition is necessary for our progression. It may be difficult to comprehend why certain people act against us, but unconditional trust asks you to consider the possibility that their resistance is part of a larger plan that will propel you toward your destiny. When you find yourself questioning why someone is working against you, remember Joel Osteen's words and consider that perhaps they are playing a role in a narrative that is ultimately for your benefit. Trusting unconditionally means not getting caught up in the whys, but focusing on the belief that every person and every situation has a purpose in your life's story. In each of these stories, Joel Osteen brings to life the power of unconditional trust. They serve as testaments to the strength that comes from believing that every aspect of our lives is being directed by a higher power, even when it defies our understanding. For you, the listener, these stories are more than just narratives. They are a blueprint for building a life of faith and trust that transcends the need for immediate answers. They inspire you to trust in the unseen plan for your life, knowing that each step, whether forward or seemingly backward, is leading you to your ultimate purpose. Thank you for staying tuned to this leader lesson on Joel Osteen's principle of unconditional trust. As we conclude this chapter, let us absorb the profound teachings of Joel Osteen and translate them into practical, actionable steps that you can implement in your daily life. These steps are designed to cultivate a deep sense of trust, even when faced with life's uncertainties. Reflect on your life's narrative. Take some time to reflect on the instances where things didn't go as planned. Consider them from the perspective that Joel Osteen encourages as part of a divine design. Write them down, and alongside each event, pen down what you learned or how you grew from the experience. Surrendering control. Start each day with a simple affirmation that reinforces unconditional trust. You might say, "Today I let go and trust the journey. I believe that everything happening is leading me to where I'm meant to be," echoing Joel Osteen's philosophy. Cultivate gratitude in disappointment. When faced with setbacks or closed doors, challenge yourself to find something to be grateful for. Joel Osteen reminds us that quit being discouraged over something that didn't work out the way you wanted. Look for the hidden lessons or opportunities that may arise as a result. Embrace an attitude of faith. In moments of uncertainty, remind yourself of Joel Osteen's words. When you understand that everything serves his plan, then you won't live frustrated when something unfair happens. Keep a faith journal where you record your thoughts and feelings and witness how your trust deepens over time. Visualize letting. Engage in a visualization exercise where you imagine handing over your worries and plans to a higher power. As you do this, Mentally repeat a mantra of release, such as, "It's in your hands, God. I trust you unconditionally." Drawing from Osteen's teachings. Commit to positive declarations. Speak positive affirmations over your life consistently. Use Joel Osteen's own words, "I believe and declare God is going to work out his plan for my life," to reinforce your faith in the path that is unfolding for you. Seek wisdom in life's opposition. When encountering opposition or resistance, ask yourself how this might be serving your growth or leading you to your destiny. Acknowledge that, as Joel Osteen shares, sometimes King Saul was ordained to not like David, which means that resistance can be a part of your path to success. Prioritize inner peace over understanding. Make peace with not knowing all the answers. As Joel Osteen puts it, "If you'll trust him unconditionally, I believe and declare God is going to work out his plan for your life." Accept that some things may be beyond your comprehension, yet they serve a purpose. By incorporating these steps into your life, you're not just passively listening to Joel Osteen's wisdom, you're actively applying it. You are building a foundation of unconditional trust that will support you through life's ebb and flow. Remember, the journey of trust is not always an easy one, but as Joel Osteen once said, God knows what he's doing. Embrace this principle wholeheartedly and watch as it transforms not just your mindset, but the very fabric of your life. Thank you for joining us in this chapter of Leader Lesson on Unconditional Trust with Joel Osteen. May his teachings guide you to a life filled with faith, resilience, and a deep trust in the journey ahead. Welcome back to Leader Lesson, the series that sharpens your life's compass with wisdom from the world's trailblazers. In this chapter, Inviting Divine Intervention, we delve into the spiritual insight of Joel Osteen, guiding you through the often overlooked power of seeking more than just an escape from our troubles. It's about engaging with something greater, allowing for moments of profound transformation. Imagine you're facing a mountain that seems insurmountable. As Joel Osteen once shared, most of the time we're praying, "God, get me out of this challenge." And there's nothing wrong with that. But before you get out, you have to invite God in. Sometimes the miracle is not in getting out, it's in what God is going to do in the situation. This narrative isn't just about enduring hardships, it's about inviting a divine hand to guide us through them, leading to outcomes beyond our human capacity. As you journey through this chapter, expect to absorb actionable advice on how to consciously welcome a higher power into your circumstances. Osteen's insight: when you call on the source, the creator of the universe, that's when things will happen that you couldn't make happen, underscores the potential that lies in recognizing we're not alone in our struggles. Let's explore together how, in the midst of adversity, acknowledging a greater presence can bring not only solace but also strength and wisdom. We will unpack how, as Osteen says, faith is trusting God when life doesn't make sense, and how this trust can lead to a prepared blessing that's waiting for you. By the close of this chapter, you'll have gained the understanding and the steps necessary to invite divine intervention into your life, just as Osteen teaches. It's about more than mere belief. It's about inviting a transformation that can elevate your trials to testimonies. So let's step forward with the assurance that, in the words of Joel Osteen, the dream is already lined up. The healing has already been purchased. You're about to come into a prepared blessing. As Joel Osteen once said, consider the story of Casey, a man with a simple but profound faith. Casey's business involved moving houses, a task that required precision, planning, and the right equipment. On one particularly long day, after maneuvering through country roads, he and his crew realized they had forgotten the main chain needed to unload the house. The oversight seemed like a disastrous end to a taxing day. Faced with the possibility of leaving the house on the side of the road overnight, Casey did something that might seem unusual to many. He decided to pray for a chain. His workers mocked him, jesting, "What are you going to do? Pray that God rains down a chain from heaven." Yet Casey wasn't deterred. He understood something crucial that we can all learn from. God has ways that I've never thought of. With his prayer, an extraordinary thing happened. As a speeding, beat-up truck took a sharp turn nearby, a chain slid out from the back, coming to rest right at Casey's feet. Amidst laughter and disbelief, Casey simply picked up the chain and got to work. Now, you might not be moving houses, and your chain could be a metaphor for any number of challenges you face. But the takeaway here is clear. When faced with a setback, it's not just about looking for the logical, human way out. It's about inviting God into the situation and expecting the unexpected. The divine intervention you seek might come in forms you never anticipated. So, when you encounter your next challenge, remember Casey's story and have the audacity to ask for your chain. Let this be a reminder that divine assistance can manifest in the most surprising and tangible ways. Moving on, Joel Osteen shared another inspiring tale, this time about a young lady whose life was turned upside down by a tuberculosis diagnosis. The illness cost her job and home, and just as she began to rebuild her life, the pandemic struck, reducing her work hours. Then, her car was stolen. Yet in the midst of her despair, she stumbled upon hope through a radio station that broadcasted Osteen's messages. This hope rekindled her faith, leading her to not only recover, but also to receive an offer for a management position in Hawaii. This story teaches us that even when life seems to be a series of unfortunate events, there is a greater plan at work. It's a testament to the quote, "What you're trying to accomplish on your own, if you'll look to me, if you'll recognize I'm the source, you'll see I have it cooked and already prepared." You may feel like you're facing one obstacle after another, but the divine has a way of turning your setbacks into setups for greater opportunities. It's about having faith even when life doesn't make sense, and trusting that the trials you're enduring could be shaping you for a future you couldn't have imagined. Lastly, let's reflect on Osteen's own words. Most of the time, we're praying, "God, get me out of this challenge." And there's nothing wrong with that. But before you get out, you have to invite God in. The most profound miracles may not always be an escape from our troubles, but what happens within them. It's not merely about seeking a way out. It's about inviting transformation within the very difficulties you wish to flee. So when you find yourself in trying times, don't just seek an exit. Invite the divine to enter your situation, and you may find that the real miracle is in the strength, favor, and grace that comes to you, enabling you to rise above and witness your trials turn into triumphs. As we draw this chapter to a close, let's crystallize Joel Osteen's principle of inviting divine intervention into practical steps. Remember, it's not just about believing, but also about actively inviting and expecting that divine presence to influence our lives. Here are the actionable takeaways that you can start implementing today. Start each day with recognition and gratitude. As Joel Osteen advises, take a moment every morning to acknowledge the divine. Say, "Lord, thank you that you are my provider. I recognize you as the giver of every good thing in my life." Surrender your worries. Embrace the freeing concept that Osteen highlights. "God, it's in your hands. I trust you not conditionally if it works out my way. I trust you unconditionally even when I don't understand it." Trust in the divine plan for your life. Joel Osteen once said, "Quit worrying about how it's going to happen. God has it figured out. He knows how to get you to your destiny." This is a powerful reminder to have faith in the journey laid out for you. Invite God into your challenges. Before seeking an escape from difficulties, ask for divine guidance within them. Osteen's words ring true. Before you get out, you have to invite God in. Sometimes the miracle is not in getting out, it's in what God is going to do in the situation. Practice unconditional trust. As Osteen puts it, "Even though I don't understand it right now, God, I trust you. Trust that the trials you face may be preparing you for blessings you can't yet see." Embrace the idea of prepared blessings. Know that the dream is already lined up, the healing has already been purchased, you're about to come into a prepared blessing. This Osteen quote encourages us to believe that our aspirations and healing are on their way. Keep faith, especially when life doesn't make sense. Remember Osteen's words, "Faith is trusting God when life doesn't make sense." It's in the moments of confusion and chaos that faith can truly transform our circumstances. Find a community that supports your spiritual growth. Osteen suggests, get in a good Bible-based church. Keep God first place. He's going to take you places you've never dreamed. Nourish your faith with the support of a like-minded community. Be willing to put your dreams on the altar. Osteen's insight here is profound. When God sees that you don't have to have it, many times, like Abraham, God will give you back what you were willing to give up. Sometimes the act of surrender can lead to the greatest rewards. By incorporating these steps into your daily life, you open yourself up to the possibility of divine intervention in ways that can reshape your reality. In the spirit of Joel Osteen, let's walk forward with faith, trust, and an open heart, inviting miracles into our lives. And with that, you are equipped to turn your trials into triumphs and your setbacks into divine setups. Thank you for joining us for this leader lesson on inviting divine intervention with Joel Osteen. May your path be blessed and your spirit emboldened. Welcome back to Leader Lesson, Joel Osteen, where we dive deep into the transformative power of words and how they shape our reality. As we embark on the chapter titled Positive Self-Declaration, remember the profound impact that our own voice can have on our life's trajectory. Joel Osteen, a proponent of positive self-talk, once profoundly stated, "You have to declare you're healthy before the health is going to show up. You have to say, 'I am confident,' before you're going to feel confident." In this chapter, we delve into the art of self-blessing, a practice Osteen champions for steering our lives towards a brighter future. Harness the potential within you by beginning each day with affirmations that reinforce your identity and capabilities. By embracing this practice, you set a powerful tone for self-empowerment and open the door to the blessings that await. Consider the story of Osteen's friend, a professional football player whose dreams were sidelined by a cancer diagnosis. Instead of succumbing to despair, he chose to see this challenge as a mere obstacle, a detour on the path to his dreams. His discipline to guard his mind was unwavering. He refused to let anyone, even his doctors, speak the word cancer over him. His story is a testament to the strength of positive declarations, leading him back to the football field against all odds. Throughout this chapter, you will learn to wield your words as a tool for victory. As Osteen teaches, speak life, speak favor, speak victory. By the end of this journey, you will not only understand the philosophy behind positive self-declaration, but also acquire actionable advice to incorporate this practice into your daily routine. Get ready to transform your life with the power of spoken words and join us in unlocking the blessings that your own voice can invoke. As Joel Osteen once said, Tony Dungy's career as a professional football player and coach was a testament to staying faithful in the face of disappointment. When he was let go from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, he didn't sink into despair. Instead, he adopted a mindset that a closed door was simply a sign that a better opportunity was on the horizon. This belief was validated when he received a call from the Indianapolis Colts, leading him to victory in the Super Bowl. Coach Dungy's story underscores a powerful lesson. When you encounter setbacks, it's crucial to maintain a positive outlook and trust that better things are coming. Similarly, when you face your own challenges, rather than getting negative, try declaring, "Something good is going to come out of this." Believe that every setback is setting you up for a comeback, and let this mindset propel you forward. Another inspiring story, shared by Joel Osteen, is about an individual who, for 40 years, carried the heavy burden of negative words spoken over him by his father. He lived within the confines of a self-imposed ceiling, never aspiring for more. But once he replaced those destructive words with affirmations of his inherent worth and potential, as stated by God, his life took a dramatic turn. He rose within his company, eventually leading hundreds of employees. His transformation began with changing his declarations about himself. So, remember, it's not just about silencing the negative voices, it's about actively speaking life into your own circumstances. When you start declaring, "I am capable, I am successful, I have the talent," you not only shift your self-perception, but also open the door to new possibilities. You have the power to reshape your narrative, and in doing so, unlock potential you never knew you had. Reflect on the power of your words in your journey. Like the man who struggled with smoking, it's not uncommon to feel stuck in negative self-talk, such as, "I can't do this," or "it's too hard." However, as Joel Osteen teaches, bless yourself with affirmations of strength and discipline. This man did just that, thanking God for his freedom even while he was still smoking, and eventually he broke free from his addiction. When you find yourself in a similar cycle of negativity, be intentional with your words. Declare, I am overcoming my challenges, I am breaking free from my habits, and witness how the narrative of your life begins to change. Joel Osteen's own journey to becoming the pastor of Lakewood Church is a poignant example of stepping into one's own destiny. He believed in his heart that he had what it takes, despite never having spoken in public before. It was a shift in mindset, from questioning his ability to affirming it, that allowed him to fulfill his purpose. So when you encounter self-doubt, remind yourself that you are equipped for your journey. Speak it out, declare your confidence, and watch as your reality starts to align with your words. In conclusion, let these stories serve as a reminder of the profound power that lies in positive self-declaration. Your words have the ability to bless or curse your future, so choose to speak blessings. Remember, you are not simply reciting affirmations, you are invoking a powerful force that can shape your destiny. With each declaration, you are not just speaking to the present, but calling forth the victories of your future. As we close this chapter on positive self-declaration, let's crystallize the essence of Joel Osteen's teachings into practical steps you can incorporate into your daily life. By adopting these actionable takeaways, you will empower yourself to create a future brimming with success and positivity. Your journey towards a better you begins with the words you speak to yourself. So let's put Osteen's principles into action. Start your day with declarations. As soon as you wake up, affirm your worth and potential. Joel Osteen often emphasizes the importance of beginning the day with positive statements. Make it a habit to say things like, I am blessed, I am strong, I am capable, to set a positive tone for the day. Replace negative thoughts with positive ones. Whenever you catch yourself thinking negatively, immediately counteract those thoughts with positive declarations. If you think, I can't handle this, immediately say out loud, I am equipped to overcome any obstacle. Speak to your future. Remember Joel Osteen's advice to speak favor and victory over your life. Articulate your dreams and goals as if they are already in motion. Say, I am achieving my goals. I am advancing in my career. I am creating the life I desire. Affirm your health and well-being. Following Osteen's guidance, declare your health and well-being. Say, I am healthy. I am full of energy. I am living a life of wellness. Believe that your words can invoke healing and strength. Cultivate a gratitude mindset. Gratitude can transform your perspective. Take a moment each day to verbally express what you're thankful for. As Joel Osteen would say, by speaking out your gratitude, you're paving the way for more blessings. Encourage yourself in tough times. When faced with challenges, don't succumb to despair. Speak words of hope and encouragement. Declare, I am resilient. I am overcoming this challenge. Something good is going to come out of this. Surround yourself with positive declarations. Create an environment that reinforces positive self-declaration. Write down affirmations and place them where you will see them throughout the day. This visual reinforcement complements the power of spoken words. Speak to yourself with kindness and compassion. If you make a mistake, instead of criticizing yourself, say, I am learning, I am growing, I am moving forward. Be intentional with your language. Choose your words carefully, understanding their power to shape your life. Avoid phrases that reinforce defeat or lack. As Osteen says, zip up the negative talk and open your mouth to speak blessings. End your day with positive reflection. Before you go to sleep, reflect on your day with positive declarations. Acknowledge your achievements and reaffirm your commitment to your goals. Say, I am thankful for today's victories. I am looking forward to tomorrow's opportunities. By embedding these principles into your daily routine, you're not just making a small shift, you're starting a powerful ripple effect that can transform your life. Joel Osteen believes, and has witnessed, that when you change your words, you change your world. So, speak blessings over your life, believe in the power of your declarations, and watch as the landscape of your life transforms into one of victory, health, and prosperity. Let's conclude with Joel Osteen's own words. If you'll do this, I believe and declare, God is about to show out in your life. Embrace the principle of positive self-declaration and step boldly into a future filled with the blessings you've spoken into existence. Welcome back to Leader Lesson, Joel Osteen. In this chapter, Perseverance and Vision, we explore the tenacity required to hold on to your dreams and the foresight to see them through to reality. As we delve into this topic, consider the words of Joel Osteen. Don't be discouraged because nothing's happening on the outside. Something's happening on the inside. You're getting stronger. This sentiment rings especially true in the remarkable story of Dawn, a young lady who overcame a tumultuous upbringing to achieve academic success against all odds. Her journey exemplifies the essence of perseverance and the power of a vision for a better future. Despite her challenges, Dawn's unwavering dedication and faith in her own potential led her to an acceptance letter from Harvard University, a testament to what can be achieved when you stay steadfast on your journey. In this chapter, we will dissect the components of a steadfast journey, taking cues from Joel Osteen's insights. He reminds us the fish is already caught, the spouse is already picked out, the dream is already lined up. In other words, what's meant for us is already in preparation, even if invisible to the naked eye. As you listen, you'll learn to recognize the signs of prepared blessings and to take consistent actions that are aligned with your vision, even when progress seems slow. By the end of this chapter, you will have gathered actionable advice to reinforce your commitment to your goals and to maintain faith that your vision will come to fruition in the right time. You will understand, as Joel Osteen once said, we don't grow in the good times. We grow when it's difficult, and how those growth periods are crucial for achieving your dreams. So stay tuned as we guide you through embracing perseverance and clarity of vision, ensuring that you leave this chapter feeling empowered to continue your path with renewed vigor and strategic action. Let's begin this transformative journey together. As we continue our exploration of perseverance and vision in the story of Joel Osteen, let's turn to a powerful anecdote about holding on to one's dreams despite discouraging circumstances. Joel Osteen once shared the story of a young boy with an unwavering dream of becoming the best safety in the NFL. This boy, who was only 5 feet tall and 100 pounds, faced relentless rejection from coaches due to his small stature. He recalled a heart-crushing moment when a coach told him outright that he would never play professional football. Devastated, the boy shared the harsh words with his father, who asked him a pivotal question. "Son, did they measure your heart?" This question was a reminder that the boy's inner strength and determination were not visible to those only looking at his external limitations. Years later, against all odds, the boy, Bo Eason, not only played professional football, but was also voted an all-pro safety, one of the best in his position. Just as Joel Osteen highlights, the coaches had failed to see the greatness within him. Now, for you listening, this story serves as a potent reminder that external measurements can never quantify your internal resolve. If you've been told you're too this or too that, if you've been measured by standards that don't align with your vision, remember Bo Eason's journey. Your perseverance is your secret weapon. Your heart and passion are the true measures of your potential. When the world sees limitations, let your unwavering commitment to your goals prove them otherwise. Another instance of indomitable spirit comes from a story Joel Osteen tells of a young lady raised in a broken environment. Homeless at the age of 12, she faced a life marred by neglect and hardship. Diagnosed with leukemia as a young mother, her prospects seemed grim. However, harboring seeds of greatness within her, she transformed her life, obtaining her doctorate and becoming the vice president of a university. To you, our listener, this story is a testament to the human spirit's capacity to overcome adversity and reach astounding heights. It teaches us that our past does not have to dictate our future, and that with faith and education, we can rewrite our stories. It encourages you to look within, to the greatness that lies in all of us, and to rise above the trials, using them as stepping stones to greater achievements. But how do we persist when our vision seems to stand still? Joel Osteen's own father's experience provides an answer. He started Lakewood with just 90 people, nurturing a vision of it becoming a church of thousands, impacting the world. For many years, the numbers didn't change, but he persisted, faithfully preaching to the few as though he was addressing thousands. His perseverance paid off when in 1973, the church's membership skyrocketed. Here's your takeaway. Stay true to your vision, even when progress is invisible. Like Joel Osteen's father, you may be sowing seeds that will take time to germinate. The key is to keep watering those seeds with your efforts, your faith, and your unwavering belief in your vision. The growth you're cultivating within will one day manifest in ways you never imagined. So, as Joel Osteen encourages, don't be discouraged because nothing's happening on the outside. Something's happening on the inside. You're getting stronger. Your journey is about more than the goal itself. It's about becoming the person who can reach that goal, and every step you take in faith is a step closer to the fruition of your vision. Keep holding on to your dreams with perseverance, and trust that in the right time, your vision will come to life. Here are the key actionable takeaways that encapsulate Joel Osteen's perseverance and vision principle to help you apply these ideas in your own life. Embrace trust over worry. As Joel Osteen once said, quit worrying about how it's going to happen. God has it figured out. Let go of the need to control every detail of your journey and trust that your path is unfolding as it should. Start by identifying an area of your life where you can practice relinquishing control and cultivate trust in its place. Recognize the source of your blessings. Acknowledge that your achievements are not solely the result of your efforts, but also the blessings that come your way. This doesn't mean you stop working hard, but rather you work with gratitude and awareness of the bigger picture, as Osteen suggests. Prepare for your blessings. Believe that what's meant for you is being prepared, even if you can't see it. Act as though your dream is already lined up and align your actions with this belief. This could mean continuing your education, networking, or simply improving your skills in anticipation of the opportunity. Find strength in disappointment. When things don't go as planned, instead of being discouraged, see it as an opportunity to grow stronger and more resilient. Reflect on a recent disappointment and list the lessons it taught you, reinforcing the idea that even setbacks can lead to growth. Understand that not every opportunity is meant for you, and that some closed doors redirect you to something better. When faced with rejection or failure, take a moment to consider what new paths are now open to you. Just like Joel Osteen's father, believe in your vision even when it's not yet reality. Write down your vision, refer to it daily, and take consistent actions that bring you closer to achieving it, no matter how small those steps may seem. Cultivate personal growth. Recognize that challenges are opportunities to become stronger. Set a goal that pushes you out of your comfort zone and take action towards it, building resilience and strength in the process. Sometimes, you need to let go of an outcome to receive what you're meant to have. Practice surrender by setting an intention to accept whatever comes your way, knowing it's part of a larger plan for your life. Strengthen from within. Lastly, remember Joel Osteen's words, something's happening on the inside, you're getting stronger. Engage in activities that build your inner strength, such as meditation, journaling, or mentoring, to fortify your resolve on the path to your vision. Implement these steps and allow your journey to be guided not just by your actions, but also by your faith and the belief in your vision's ultimate realization. Keep moving forward with perseverance and trust that in due time, your vision will manifest into your reality. Welcome back to Leader Lesson, Joel Osteen. Today, we delve into the transformative power of self-encouragement. Have you ever considered the sheer force of the words you speak to yourself? Joel Osteen once revealed, you believe what you say about yourself more than what anyone else says about you. This chapter, Encouraging Oneself, unlocks the potent strategy of affirming your inherent worth and capabilities, drawing from the wisdom of a man who has inspired millions to find their inner strength. Picture this, a woman confronted by the darkest prognosis, a battle with terminal liver cancer. Yet, amidst the whispers of fear and defeat, she chose a different narrative. As Joel Osteen narrates the awe-inspiring turnaround of his mother's health, we are reminded of the strength that lies in guarding our thoughts and words. She wasn't about to give her valuable real estate, her mind, any room for negative, discouraging, defeating thoughts, Osteen recounts. From a few weeks to live to over 4 decades of vibrant life, his mother's journey embodies the life-changing impact of positive self-talk. In this chapter, we will not only highlight the significance of affirmations, but also provide actionable advice on how to integrate them into your daily life. Osteen once said, "The way you bless yourself is to say what God says about you." By the end of this lesson, you will learn to counter self-doubt with powerful affirmations that reflect your true value, invoking blessings upon yourself, as Osteen advocates. Through Joel Osteen's expert insight, we will explore how to consciously replace negative thoughts with affirmations that align with a higher perspective. Remember, studies tell us that we move toward what's in our subconscious mind. Let's begin this journey of self-empowerment together, affirming our strengths and embracing the value we hold. As Osteen encourages, let us take a couple of minutes each morning to declare what is true about ourselves and set the tone for the life we are destined to lead. Prepare to empower yourself with words of strength and conviction. For as Joel Osteen once said, "Instead of saying what I felt, I said what God said about me. I am strong in the Lord. I can do all things through Christ." Let's step into this chapter with the expectation that the words we learn to speak over ourselves will not only uplift, but also transform us. Welcome to Encouraging Oneself. As Joel Osteen once shared, Jonathan, his son, experienced a significant victory when he was 14. They were playing basketball, a tradition in which Joel always came out on top. However, during one memorable game, Jonathan surpassed his father, marking his first win over him. Joel, with good humor, recalled a particular moment during the game when he impressively blocked Jonathan's shot. The defeat didn't overshadow his mind. Instead, his success, his moment of triumph, took center stage. Osteen's recounting of this personal story isn't just a father boasting about a good block or laughing off a loss to his son. It's a testament to focusing on victories, no matter how small, to maintain a positive self-image. The takeaway for you is clear. Celebrate your accomplishments, and don't allow failures to dominate your self-perception. Like Jonathan, you may face obstacles, but it's the moments of success and perseverance that define your journey. Turn your attention to your strengths and let those be the fuel that propels you forward. This isn't about ignoring challenges. It's about choosing to give more weight to your wins, allowing them to shape your narrative and self-talk. Moving forward, let's consider another of Osteen's poignant narratives. He tells the story of a friend, a talented football player with a promising future, whose dreams were shattered by an injury. After a life-changing encounter at a youth camp, the young athlete found faith and, surprisingly, a new dream. He no longer yearned to play football, but felt a calling to become a pastor. This story embodies a profound lesson about life's unpredictability and the importance of being open to change. For you, this translates into understanding that sometimes what seems like a setback may be steering you towards a new, perhaps even greater purpose. It's about embracing the shifts in your path, not as detours, but as opportunities for growth and self-discovery. Affirm to yourself that you are adaptable, resilient, and capable of finding your calling, even when life takes an unexpected turn. Joel Osteen's stories provide us with living examples of how the right perspective, supported by affirming words, can alter the course of our lives. As we reflect on these stories, remember Osteen's words. The way you bless yourself is to say what God says about you. I am strong, I am talented, I am forgiven, I am healthy, I am valuable, I am a masterpiece. Let these affirmations serve as a daily practice, guiding you to bless yourself with the power of your own words. Now, imagine starting each day with such empowering statements. By declaring these truths, you're not just engaging in positive thinking, you're invoking blessings upon your life, setting the trajectory for your day and ultimately your life. Picture the transformation that could occur when, instead of starting the day with doubts or the echoes of past failures, you affirm your strengths and align yourself with a higher perspective. This is the essence of encouraging oneself, and it's a practice you can start today, shaping your subconscious mind to pull you towards success and fulfillment. And so, as we bring our journey through the principle of encouraging oneself to a close, it's time to consider how to apply Joel Osteen's wisdom to our lives in a concrete and meaningful way. Here are actionable steps to take away from today's leader lesson. Start with affirmations. Each morning, take a moment to declare positive statements about yourself. As Joel Osteen suggests, say what God says about you. Use his affirmations or create your own that resonate with your personal beliefs and values. Speak to existence. Don't just think it, speak it. Joel Osteen emphasizes, when you speak it out, you give life to what you're saying. Use the power of your voice to affirm your health, confidence, and worth. Monitor the words you use with yourself. If you catch yourself speaking negatively, pause and correct it. Remember, you believe what you say about yourself more than what anyone else says about you. Celebrate your victories. Make it a habit to acknowledge your successes, just like Jonathan Osteen celebrated his win in basketball. This practice helps build a positive self-image and reinforces your belief in your abilities. Embrace. When faced with setbacks, affirm your adaptability. Recognize that, like Osteen's friend, what may seem like a detour could be guiding you toward a greater purpose. Dedicate time each morning to bless yourself with affirmations. Joel Osteen encourages us to take a couple of minutes to verbally declare what is true and good about ourselves, setting a positive trajectory for the day. Be vigilant about the words you use. As Osteen warns, you can't talk defeat and have victory. Choose to speak words of blessing and life over your future. Align with a higher Remind yourself of your spiritual identity and strength, saying, I am strong in the Lord. I can do all things through Christ. Before speaking about yourself, pause and consider if your words align with the life you desire. If not, as Osteen advises, zip that up and speak blessings over your life. Ask yourself if there are areas where you're not blessing yourself. Joel Osteen reminds us, you'll be amazed at what will happen if you'll watch your tongue. By implementing these steps, you're not merely adopting a positive mindset, but actively shaping your life's trajectory with the words you choose. Your journey of self-encouragement doesn't end here. It's a continuous process that will unfold each day. And as you practice these leader lessons from Joel Osteen, may you find yourself empowered, your path enlightened, and your spirit uplifted. Remember, the words you speak over yourself have the power to change your life. Speak blessings, speak life, and watch as the world opens up before you. Thank you for joining us for Leader Lesson, Joel Osteen on encouraging oneself. May your words always guide you to your highest potential. Welcome back to Leader Lesson, Joel Osteen. As we turn the page to our next chapter, Living with Expectation, we delve into a powerful premise, embracing each day with hope and looking for life's blessings, a principle that Joel Osteen embodies and shares with millions. Quit worrying about how it's going to happen. God has it figured out. These words from Joel Osteen set the stage for our exploration into the life-changing impact of positive anticipation. In this chapter, we unwrap the narrative of a single mother from Compton and her son's improbable journey to Harvard University, a testament to the reality that expectancy can shape our destiny. Osteen teaches that to live fully, we must tune our minds to a frequency of expectation, where our first thought is not of barriers, but of possibilities. The fish is already caught, he assures, a metaphor for the blessings aligned on the horizon for those who believe. This is not about idle hope. It's a strategic mindset that fosters resilience and a readiness to seize opportunities as they arise. Through Joel's insights, every morning, Lord, thank you that you are my provider, we recognize the daily practice of acknowledging the source of our blessings. It's a habit that shapes our outlook and our outcomes. As we progress, we will explore actionable steps you can take to start your day with positive expectations, look for signs of progress, and remain open to new opportunities. By chapter's end, you will be equipped with strategies that Joel Osteen himself might suggest for leading a life rich with optimism and fulfillment. Remember, as Joel Osteen once said, he's looking for people that are expecting his goodness, expecting his favor. Let's step forward with expectancy in our hearts, ready to embrace the goodness and favor that await us. Join us on this journey of living with expectation and witness how a shift in perspective can alter the course of your life. Continuing our Leader Lesson, Joel Osteen series on living with expectation, let's delve deeper into the principle that expectation can lead to a life of abundance and opportunity. As Joel Osteen once shared, a couple looking to purchase a house in another state encountered what seemed like a setback, only to discover it was a setup for something greater. When their plans to buy within a neighborhood didn't feel right, they followed their intuition and purchased land just outside of it. This decision led to an unexpected windfall when geologists discovered oil beneath the area. Because their property allowed access for drilling, the couple received commissions from the entire neighborhood's oil findings. From this story, you can see that sometimes what feels like a misstep is actually a divine intervention guiding you towards your prepared blessings. The key takeaway for you is to trust that feeling of peace or its absence. It's a powerful reminder that the source of your opportunities is not always where you expect. By staying open and trusting your instincts, you too can position yourself for unforeseen blessings. Let's explore another one of Joel's stories that resonates with the idea of living each day with hope. During World War II, a young soldier found himself captivated by the heartfelt notes a woman named Holly had written in a library book. This connection led to a year-long correspondence, and despite never meeting or seeing each other, they fell in love through their letters. When they finally decided to meet, Holly told the soldier to look for her pink rose. This story is a testament to the power of expectation and faith in the unseen. It teaches you that nurturing hope can lead to fulfilling relationships and experiences, even when they unfold in the most unconventional ways. Now, let's reflect on the story Joel shared about a man who lost his job after 32 years. Initially discouraged, the man was reminded that his job was simply a resource, not the source of his well-being. When one door closed, another opened, leading him to his dream job with better benefits and a shorter commute. The lesson for you here is to remember that when you face setbacks, it's not the end. By maintaining an attitude of expectation, you invite new beginnings and better opportunities into your life. As we navigate through these narratives, remember the importance of an expectant mindset, as Joel Osteen emphasizes. It's not about hoping for the best passively. It's about actively looking for the good in each situation and believing that even in delays, detours, and disappointments, there's a divine purpose at work. By doing so, you transform your outlook on life and you open the door to a future filled with the favor you've anticipated. Joel's stories echo the sentiment that life circumstances don't dictate your potential for success. Whether it's a soldier finding love through words on a page or an individual overcoming job loss to find their dream career, the common thread is the power of positive expectation. So as you continue on your journey, remember to start each day with the belief that goodness and favor are on their way to you. Hold fast to the conviction that your blessings are already prepared and waiting for you to align with them through faith, hope, and a steadfast spirit. As we close this chapter on living with expectation, let's distill the wisdom of Joel Osteen into practical steps that you can apply in your daily life. Embrace these actions to cultivate a life of expectancy, aligning with the blessings that are in store for you. Start each day with gratitude and recognition of your blessings. As Joel Osteen often says, begin your mornings by thanking the higher power for being your provider, affirming the good things in your life. Hold a vision of your desired outcome. Visualize your dreams as if they have already come to pass. See the caught fish in your mind, as Joel encourages, believing that your aspirations are within reach. Practice trust over worry. When anxious thoughts surface, remember Joel Osteen's words. Quit worrying about how it's going to happen. God has it figured out. Replace fear with faith in divine timing. Reframe setbacks as setups for greater blessings. If a door closes or plans change, remind yourself of the story Joel shared about the couple who missed out on a house but gained a fortune. Look for the hidden opportunities in every situation. Stay open to unconventional paths. Like the soldier in World War II finding love through letters, recognize that your journey may not follow a traditional route. Expect surprises and miracles in unexpected places. Embrace change with an attitude of expectancy. If you experience job loss or other life changes, follow the example of the man who found his dream job after being let go. Believe that something better is around the corner. Surrender your desires while maintaining hope. Joel Osteen advises, put your dream on the altar. Show that you are willing to trust in a higher plan, and often that very act of surrender can lead to receiving what you desire. Stay patient and persistent in prayer, especially during challenging times. As Joel Osteen once said, be patient in trouble and keep on praying. Lean on your faith for strength and guidance when faced with adversity. By weaving these actionable steps into your life, you align yourself with the philosophy of Joel Osteen and the principle of living with expectation. Keep these strategies in mind as you move through your daily journey and watch as the world opens up with possibilities, blessings, and favor, just as you've anticipated. Remember, it's not just about expecting good things to happen, it's about actively preparing your heart and mind to receive them. With expectation as your compass, you are poised to encounter the greatness that life has to offer. Thank you for joining us in this exploration of expectancy with Joel Osteen. May you carry forward the lessons learned and embrace each day with the certainty that your best days are still ahead, waiting to unfold. As we reflect on the powerful lessons shared in our leader lesson on Joel Osteen, it's clear that life isn't about waiting for storms to pass, but about learning to dance in the rain with faith and expectancy. You've journeyed with us through chapters of divine trust, active faith, contentment, embracing challenges, unconditional trust, inviting divine intervention, positive self-declaration, perseverance and vision, and encouraging oneself. Each chapter not only brought wisdom from Joel, but also gave us actionable content to make those teachings a living reality in our lives. Remember, you are an architect of your destiny, laying each brick with trust, faith, and the words you speak over yourself. Like Joel Osteen encourages, let's rise each day with an affirmation of our divine connection, saying, Lord, thank you that you are my provider, and face our challenges with the steadfast belief that they're not just obstacles, but stepping stones to greater heights. As we conclude this episode of Leader Lesson Joel Osteen, let's hold on to the transformative insights that have been shared. Whether it's declaring, I am healthy, I am strong, in the face of adversity, or standing firm in the belief that the dream is already lined up, you are empowered to shape your reality with perseverance and positive declarations. Remember that as listeners of Leader Lesson, you are part of an extraordinary group that doesn't just passively consume content, but actively seeks to embody the principles of leadership and personal growth. You are the outliers for success, equipped with the knowledge and motivation to turn your visions into reality. As we part ways for now, let's carry with us the spirit of expectancy that Joel Osteen so fervently advocates. May your days be filled with the anticipation of favor, and may your path be illuminated by the light of divine trust. And before you go, we have a call to action for you. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and podcast to continue receiving invaluable lessons from thought leaders like Joel Osteen. Share this episode with others who could benefit from its wisdom, and don't hesitate to comment with your reflections or how you've implemented these lessons in your life. Your engagement enriches our community and spreads empowerment far and wide. Discover other Leader Lesson episodes on our channel, each designed to elevate your mindset and prepare you for a life of impact and fulfillment. Thank you for investing your time in learning and growing with us. Until next time, keep leading, keep learning, and keep trusting in your journey.